Hello and welcome to Rosberry Crafts, my YouTube channel where I share all my crafty adventures. Today is April 29th, 2023, and this is episode 58. My name is Roz and I live in Lake Country, British Columbia, Canada, with my husband and my two kids who are 13 and 11. What else do I say? Oh, I'd like to say, I'm looking at my notes. I'd like to say welcome to any new viewers and thank you very much for coming back to all my returning viewers. I have noticed a lot of comments lately and I'm so excited that you guys are interacting with me on my videos and enjoying them, and I love the conversations we're having. And yeah, every time I get a new comment, I just get all excited. I'm probably getting a few more comments than normal because I am doing daily April vlogs. You might have noticed I missed a couple days, and that's because basically nothing happened. I got up, I worked, and then I went to bed. Not quite like that, but you know, Mike and I were enjoying our evenings. I didn't record anything, and you know, it literally, I didn't even record a hello, good morning thing like I normally do. So I've decided to skip those days, and also I'm going to skip tomorrow, which is the last day of the month, because my kids are coming home. Probably by the time you see this, you won't notice. Maybe will notice, maybe you'll notice that there's no 30th, but anyway, if you're watching this after or you're watching it when I release it, then there is no April 30th vlog because my children are going to be home from being away for a week and I just really want to spend some time with them. We're going to have a fun family day. I spent a lot of the day today cleaning the house so that tomorrow we can just enjoy our time together. Also laundry and stuff from their trip, but yeah, it's going to be great. Let's move on to what we're covering today. I do not have any what are you wearing because it's 25 degrees outside. It's hot. So I'm t-shirt and nothing else. Well, pants. I've got pants on. But yeah, but I do have two finished objects, a work in progress, and kind of filled you in on all the chatter, but we'll put a chatter segment in at the end. All right. Let's move on to finished objects. My first finished object is Taylor's blanket. Okay, I'm not going to hold it all up for you because, well, it's a lot. But I am super proud of the edging. So I knit a single crochet chain, which is what it says to do in the pattern, along the edge, and I measured or weighed the ball of yarn, and then I had enough to do the top edge, the other side edge which needs doing, and then the bottom edge. So I did that. So I think it really finishes off nicely. You get just that single crochet chain all the way along, got a nice corner to it. I am super happy with this, how it turned out. I really enjoyed the crocheting over the knitting, just as something different. I think knitting will probably still be my main craft, but I really enjoyed breaking out some crochet recently with the erasers that I did for the kids' whiteboards on this blanket. You know, it was kind of nice to do something different. So this pattern is Hibernate Blanket by Yarnspirations, which is the pattern on the ball band. And the yarn is Bernat Blanket in North Sea, which is the blue, and Vapor, which is the gray. It's a good medium gray. And I had a little bit left at the end, so I made Taylor's doll or stuffy or whatever she wants to use it for a little blanket so they can have, and I just used the same stitch pattern, but I think I did 20 stitches and then the one to start the new row. I didn't do any edge stitches or anything like that. It's just a rectangle that she can use for her stuffies or whatever floats her boat. So that is done. I'm so excited about it. And she's coming home today, and so I'm going to give it to her, and it's going to be great. She can cuddle up in it tomorrow. And the other thing about the little one is that, she can kind of take it with her places. Maybe she'll take it with her on our trip this summer, and it's like a little hug from home. So what else do I want to say about that? I think that's it. Oh, I used all 6 skeins of yarn in this blanket. So that is 1,200 meters out of my stash, which is pretty darn good. So my other finished object is also for Taylor. But this is a bag of sorting. So this is my rainbow bag of sorting. And this is a pattern by Danny Thune. I did the I-cord, which, we were watching a movie and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do it because she's going to enjoy it. It's all matchy-matchy. I didn't get to any of the rainbow stripes for the I-cord, so we'll see. I'll ask her if she's okay with that, but I have some of the yarn left and there's definitely a rainbow stripe in it, so we could, but it wouldn't, like, you would get like a rainbow stripe, maybe, I don't know how much you would get of it. It would be very different kind of size than this because it would be, like red, orange, yellow, green down. So it would, I don't know whether you would see it that much or not, but the outside yarn and the I-cord is white birch fiber arts in Nothing Says Screw You Like a Rainbow. So it's a very fun name. And then if I fold that back, I can kind of show it. So inside is all these dividers. There are 7 of them because 7 is a magic number. And you can put your sets of dice in each one. It's hard to see. It needs to be stretched out with stuff in it, and this is some leftover gauge die works that I had from the BB sweater I knit last year. Anyway, I think it turned out super cool. I love the bottom. Oh, so good. So I'm going to give that to her as well. I'm sure she'll be very happy to receive both of those finished objects. And yeah, 2 things off my plate. And I didn't cast anything on, guys. I'm so proud. Let's move on to works in progress. So like I said, the blanket had kind of just taken hold of me and I worked on that a lot this week. So I didn't have much time for anything else, but I'm very happy that that got completed. And I worked a bit on my socks. Yarn everywhere. What's happening? Okay, there we go. So I'm calling these my crazy orange socks. And I know there's pink and brown and everything in them, but the orange stands out to me. So there we are. So I made some progress. I'm just back to, I've decreased all of the heel ribbing, and I'm just doing a 3x1 rib all the way around this sock. And the pattern that I used for the heel that I'm kind of using as a recipe is the vanilla reversed pattern. So it's hard to see. Maybe I can put my fist in it, but it creates this kind of fun triangular rib thing. It fits the foot really well, and I was worried about this yarn being very thin, so I decided to do a 72 stitch on 2mm needles. So normally I do, for myself, I do a 64 stitch on a 2.25, but I really felt like this was a light fingering weight, so that's what I did. And this was just some yarn from my stash. I don't honestly know where it came from, so there you are. I don't know what else to say about that sock, but however much is left is how much I'm gonna knit, and when I get to the top, I get to the top. So that is all I've been working on, and it's almost the end of the month, so it's next episode, provided I remember, I will update you all on my stash goals for this year. The only yarn that I've received this month is my Fireweed Fiber Co. monthly sock club. So I feel like I'm doing good, but you'll have to stay tuned for next week. And now we'll move on to chatter. For chatter this week, I don't have any books to report on. The book I'm reading right now is very long, and well, I'm actually reading two books, so I probably will finish them at the same time. I don't know, we'll have to see. But I'm still reading Kith and Kin, which is a Critical Role book, and I am reading The House of... Oh, I can't remember what it's called now. Anyway, it's the second one in the series, The House of Breath and Sky, maybe? I don't know. I will talk about it when I finish, which who knows when that will be. Yeah, and my kids are coming home today. Mike is currently driving back from Vancouver. He picked them up from the airport. They said their flight was very good. I talked to them, and they have so many stories to tell from Disneyland, so I can't wait to hear all about it. And again, that's why I'm not doing my April vlog tomorrow, because I just want to spend time with the family. Yeah. And what else? We did a couple fun things this week when the kids were away. We watched a lot of movies, which was good. And kind of, we got some stuff done that can be done when the kids are here. But it was kind of like, we don't have to do anything with the kids. We don't have to drive them here and there, so we don't have to like fit it in somewhere. So we just took care of it and did some stuff. And yeah, we both had some things going on this week socially, so that was fun. And Mike had some meetings and stuff because he's done exams now and has some time before his next session starts. Yeah, so not much else to report, nothing of interest. And yeah, this is a really short one. Again, daily April vlogs if you want to get a bit more insight into what has been going on in the day-to-day around here, minus the 27th, 28th, and 30th. There will be no daily vlogs for those, but yeah, I put in some other stuff. Oh, we went to this really, really good restaurant now. We've been to the one in Nelson, and we've been wanting to go to the one here. And it's downtown Kelowna. We just never get there. So we made a point of going on Wednesday night. Then we went to Costco afterwards, which was very enjoyable. Is Costco ever enjoyable? And Costco was as enjoyable as it could have been. Let's put it that way. But dinner was so good. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. So they make these street style tacos, and it's just like the ingredients are so fresh and everything. They have like, when I got there, of course, I have to tell the waitress I'm celiac, so blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff. And she's like, oh, don't worry, we got you covered. We have a whole gluten-free kitchen, and the other kitchen is like a regular kitchen. And so all your stuff will be prepared over there, and then we'll just bring it out to you. And I'm like, that's amazing. I'm sure it's not like over there and over there. It's a small restaurant, but anyway, so good. And it's corn tortillas, which don't have flour in them to begin with. And, basically meat and vegetables. So it's really easy to make it gluten-free, right? So anyway, but there was no contamination with anything because they do burritos as well. So it was so good. It was so good. I keep thinking about it now, and I'm like, I want to go back for more tacos. Well, I'm going to end it there and get this baby uploaded before my kids get home so that I can just enjoy them when they get here. I know I've said that like 15 times now, so I'm going to go, and we will see you guys again next week. Bye.